Up, down. Welcome to Video Game Warzone number 387. My name is Torrance Davis, and I'm your host. Let's start this glorious show of ours. There's already somebody in here. Somebody came in early on the YouTube side. Let's see who it is. Whoever you are, say hi. Somebody's watching. Oh, I'm watching from YouTube. Is that what it is? I'm watching myself? Anyway, here we go. This week's news. The biggest news this week. Actually, I should start off with some news you guys probably don't know about. That Nintendo, Sega, and Sony all announced their little mini consoles, and SNK just announced their mini console. I'm going to post a link in here so you can check it out. It's actually pretty slick because it looks like an arcade. It's an arcade stand, an arcade machine. And hold on a second here. I have it here somewhere. Was it yesterday or today? It was today. Oh God, it's probably in my promotions tab. Hold on a second. There we go. Oh, great. I can't sign into my email because it needs two-step verification. And I'm on a pissant of battery on my phone. Jesus. Okay. Here we go. Let's see here. It's amazing, like, when you want to see something. What was today? Today's the 17th. I know I got a message today about Neo Geo. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Okay, so it's the Neo Geo Mini. And I'm going to send you to the Japanese website right now so you can watch the trailer and stuff. But it's a little teeny arcade box. It comes in 3 colors. And it's white, and red, and blue. And I guess you can take apart the pieces of the arcade box and you can mix and match them. But you'd have to buy 3 Neo Geos for that. It has 40 games. It has every single Samurai Showdown game except the one that was recently released. And it comes out, I think it's July 2019. Now this is the only issue I have with this, is it's $139. Now my question is it the same shitty ROMs they had for that other SNK handheld that they came out with that I bought? Because the ROMs weren't really up to snuff, so I'm wondering if these are arcade perfect ROMs. It does have an HDMI port, so you can hook it up to your TV and play the games on the TV, and you can plug in Neo Geo controllers to it. There's 2 controllers. You could get 2 controllers to plug into it and play on your TV or play on the little arcade box. It's a pretty cool looking mini system. Like, out of all the mini systems, this is the best looking one, I'd have to say. It's gorgeous. So I will copy the link. Give me a second here. I'll paste it on Discord. And then I'll also put it in the chat. There we go. So y'all can check that out. I don't really like the price that much. The thing is, it's like knowing that I can get all this stuff free on the PC, and I think everybody knows this. I can get all those Neo Geo games for the PC, but then there's a part of me that wants to support SNK in their efforts, and you get this stuff by supporting the company. So why not send them some money? But who wants to pay $139 for retro games? I mean, there are some. I mean, it's a cool little device. Don't get me wrong. And if you want to play Neo Geo games in HDMI and stream them over the internet, that's friggin' awesome too. But I don't think I just don't know if that price is worth it. I'm gonna give you guys another link because that link sucked. So here you go. And there's a cool Japanese trailer in there. Hey, what's up, Emery? Emery's typing something. I had a Neo Geo Pocket Color back. So did I. I had the Pocket Color. I had the one that came out a few years back that failed. And in fact, I may still have it somewhere. I think I still have that, actually. Yeah, I think I still have it's around here somewhere. So I have that. I don't know if I'd pay $139 for this, but then again, like I said, I do want to support the company. It is cool. And you can carry the little arcade machine with you. It's tiny, and you can play the game, put your headphones up to it, and play Metal Slug 3 on the road. But you could also do that on your Android phone. So, yeah, the Android phone has a bigger screen. So I don't know. It's got like almost all the King of Fighters games. It's got all the Samurai, and every game that's on here is the Japanese version. So it's not the US version. It's not being localized at all, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But I guess the real Neo Geo in Japan and the Neo Geo in the US are kind of like different companies, kind of like Sega of America and Sega of Japan was. So this is what you're getting, and SNK of the US isn't gonna relocalize everything for us, especially when they probably don't think they're gonna sell a lot of these. But it is pretty cool. The actual arcade cabinet has 4 buttons and a little controller. And it's got USB-C for power. And you can hook, like I said, you can hook 2 controllers up to it and do HDMI. So it's kind of cool. But I don't know if it's worth it. And the funny thing is, they keep showing all these different colors on the Japanese website, all these mixes and matches. And I don't know if you're going to be able to get those in the U.S. But, yeah, they got all these different colors. But when you look at the...
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. What's up, Zilla? So the trailer's fucking hilarious. You gotta watch that. Trailer's fully in Japanese. And it's a really cute trailer to watch. That's the main trailer I just posted. And there's another trailer. The Legacy Lives On.
Welcome to the
And
Neo
this is
Geo
the,
Mini
US
online
trailer.
presentation. The Legacy Lives On. I'm Maxwell Powers. The King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, Samurai Showdown,
Powers.
Metal Slug, SNK
Got a radio voice.
TV Necessary.
It's pretty cool.
In 1990.
And the
ゲームセンターでプレイ
the
する
other trailer, released in the trailer, it's a
それ
12-minute
から
video.
設置環境の多様化に個人の筐体であるということが分かることそれから
And apparently this little arcade box looks like the original Neo Geo that came out years ago, probably before most of y'all were born. Anyway, check all that stuff out. Let me know how you feel about that. So the biggest news this week is Microsoft and Sony working together. So what's up with that? So I guess Microsoft and Sony struck some kind of a deal to work together in gaming using Microsoft's Azure cloud services. Now, what I don't understand about this is that one is Sony giving up on the cloud services they bought and they want to go to something bigger and broader, and that's why they're going to Microsoft. Why are Japanese voices so sexy? Zilla times 2. What's up, man? Or is this how Xbox Live is going to end up on the next PlayStation? Through using Microsoft Cloud services and then layering Xbox Live. Oh, sorry. Layering Xbox Live in the PS5 somehow. Now, here's my thought on this. And I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. Microsoft is working with Sony in the games division. Okay? So far, Sony's announced that devs have dev kits. They've announced the specs of the new system, the PS5, and a launch date. Microsoft hasn't really said anything about their next-gen console. I'm starting to believe that Microsoft is not going to come out with another console. And people think I'm crazy for saying this. But, okay, so they're working with Sony. They're working with Nintendo. So they got handheld. And if they bring their games to the Sony platform somehow, some way, then they got Sony's platform to sell their games on. Why would they spend all that money in R&D for the Xbox? And they could still support the existing Xbox One, same services. What's Game Pass and all that stuff? I just can't see Microsoft investing millions of dollars into a new console, knowing that Sony's probably going to hand your ass to you again next gen because you guys can't get your shit together in terms of getting games on the Xbox that are not Microsoft games. And I'm not talking about just your standard third parties. I'm talking about the crazy shit from Japan that you had on the original Xbox. The OG Xbox, the reason why I bought the OG Xbox and hacked it was for the Japanese games because they were so fucking dope. And it was just stuff that they just weren't releasing in the US. So Microsoft really isn't doing that, but Sony is. That's why everybody goes to Sony's platforms. You got the Japanese RPGs. You got those wacky, crazy fucking games like Persona 5. You know, you got all the cool shit that everybody wants to play on that console. So as a publisher, Microsoft's pretty good. I mean, the Forzas and Halos and all that stuff, they do all right. The Forzas sell great. So if Microsoft was just a games publisher, they would be all right. So my whole thing is, my belief is that Microsoft is just going to become a third-party games developer and produce services for Nintendo and Sony and allow their back catalog of games to be available on other systems. That's my wild guess as to what's going on. They struck a deal with Nintendo. They got Ori and Cuphead on the Switch. And they said they were interested in working with Sony. Then all of a sudden this news comes out and it's all about games. What's going to happen with PS Now? You know, is it going to move over to Azure? There's all these questions I have. And the biggest one is that Microsoft has not said shit about their next-gen console. So either they're doing a real good job of keeping it under wraps, or maybe there isn't a next-gen console. And maybe the reason Sony decided not to go to E3 is because Sony's going to be a part of Microsoft's press conference at E3. Wouldn't it be fucking nuts if you're sitting there watching Microsoft's press conference and Sony shows up? Yeah, Microsoft said they're working on a new Xbox. Okay, but does that mean it's a next-gen Xbox or just an Xbox One X upgrade? Does that mean that it's actually going to happen? Maybe things changed, you know? Zilla says, I agree with you, Tor. However, your close-up shot... Oh! I forgot to switch. I forgot to switch. I am so out of it, man. I'm sorry. I forgot to switch. How's that? What the hell? What's up with the... Hold on a second. All my shit got fucked up. There we go. Okay, so I was in GZ Cam this whole friggin' time and didn't realize I'm so into talking about this. So he says, a close-up shot looks like you hijacked the internet and you're about to drop truth bombs about the Illuminati. Holy shit. That's hilarious. Emery says, they have Metal Slug 1, 2, and 3, World Heroes, King of Monsters 2, so I'm probably in. Sounds like Microsoft and Sony are creating OnLive, and MS has the infrastructure and Sony has the tech they want, so it's mutually beneficial, or MS will come out with a variant of the Sony console and we'll have a combined App Store style online presence. Microsoft came out with a music store and dumped it, and then they came out with a movie service and dumped it. So they want Sony to handle that shit, and they'll do the tech and have some games on it. That's a very good take. It says Sony is getting spanked in Japan, so they're consolidating with Microsoft in the U.S. and maybe cooperating on getting into China. Nintendo and phones ate Sony out of Japan. They said future Xbox. Yes, man, Shark, I heard him say future Xboxes. But at this juncture, I'm questioning on what Microsoft is doing, because usually, hey, what's up, Hayabusa? Usually when they're working on stuff, we would know more details. Man, I need more cooking shows from you. So you guys know that I started a raw vegan 5 days a week thing. Of course you don't know, because I really haven't told anybody about it. I've actually been creating videos in secret that I'm going to post later. But I started a raw vegan 5 days a week thing. So Monday through Friday, I'm raw vegan, and then I could have what I want on the weekend. So this is my first week. I started off on Monday morning at, I think it was 384 pounds. And as of this morning, which is Friday, I'm down to like 372. So the weight is shedding off. Here's the cool thing about veganism, because I think vegans are crazy. But the cool thing about vegans is they could just grab shit and eat it. They don't really have to prepare their food. Like if you're a vegetarian, you have to prepare the shit. And if you're too lazy to prepare your vegetarian meals, then you're a vegan, because you just, okay, grab the broccoli, eat it. Grab the carrots, eat them, grab the goji berries, eat them. Grab the nuts, eat them, make a raw salad, eat it, drink some water, and that's it. And you just keep moving. So my whole issue is that I have a job that requires me to be in the car, driving from place to place and doing my job and all this stuff. And I try to do the green smoothie every day in the morning. Just making a green smoothie is hard for me, because I wake up, I do my things. It's like, oh, I need to get out of here. I got an appointment. I got things to do. Fuck the green smoothie, right? I don't have to do that right now. Oh, I got to get out of here. I just grab apple, grab banana. I already got nuts and goji berries in the car, and I'll have a big salad for lunch and maybe a big salad for dinner. And that's what I've been doing. And it's not that tough. I'm not really craving stuff, and I get to look forward to what I can have on the weekend. So I went to Whole Foods, and I don't think I've ever bought a steak at Whole Foods. Okay. Went to Whole Foods, and I got a bone-in ribeye from the butcher, one of the better Whole Foods in the neighborhood. Got a bone-in ribeye. I'm going to have that with some. So basically now I'm going to switch over on the weekend. It's basically, for the most part, it's going to be paleo over the weekend. So that's animal proteins and vegetables for the most part. So I'll have the steak. I'll have asparagus, and I'll have a salad, and maybe I'll have some broccoli too. That's my big dinner that's planned on Saturday. I've been planning this thing for an entire week. So today was Friday. It's like, oh, it's time to go get that steak. So I went and got the steak from the butcher. It's sitting in the refrigerator. So it's like, this is really working for me, because I'm not doing too bad as far as like hunger and cravings and stuff. And then when the weekend comes, I can look forward to the weekend. I can plan the weekend a whole week in advance. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm getting close to the weekend. Eat my fucking green vegetables and my fruits and drink my water and shit. The weight is melting off. And, the first 3 days I went through the detox. And, like, I was in a fog the third day. And it was just like, boom. Then once it was all over, then you start to get this vegan energy, because you've been eating all this good food. You get this energy, because I'm not drinking coffee on the 5 days either. I usually drink coffee every day, so I'm not drinking coffee. So where am I getting my energy from? I'm getting my energy from the food. And it's weird when you're getting coffee type energy from the food that you're eating. So I woke up and I was like, oh shit, I feel good. I just feel really good. My whole body, it feels a little bit weird. I was a little bit off the first 3 days, But the thing I noticed about it is when you get really hungry and you fill yourself with vegetables and fruits and water, and it settles in and that hunger goes away, you're good to go. you are good to go. When you eat bad foods, it settles in, and then you're cool. And then later on, you're like, oh, I sure could go for another piece of chicken. And that's because the nutrients you're getting from the vegetables are macronutrients, so you're getting all this stuff that your body needs. So your body takes this food and it's like, oh shit, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. And it feels good and it puts it all in the right places. So you're getting all the shit that you should have been getting. And then I'm dying to see how eating this steak on the weekend is going to affect the whole process. Should be interesting. Emery says, Tor is working on his old man shit. Recipe for later in life. Step 1, vegan. Step 2, Indian fusion food. Step 3, pineapple and everything. Step 4, porridge, greens, and oatmeal. I bought a steak dry aging cooler in 2013, and now I can't afford good steak, so I sous vide everything because I buy cheap meal. Have you seen that YouTube channel, Sous Vide Everything? Check it out. Like, I get a real kick out of watching barbecue sites and food videos on YouTube. Check out Aiden Films and check out Sous Vide Everything. Good channels. Lots of good channels. Aiden Films is food porn, except it's video. It's not just pictures. It's just amazing. Anyway, so that's my take on the whole Microsoft and Sony thing. I really think that I'm still like Microsoft said they're making a new console, and maybe they're just keeping everything under wraps. But Microsoft has 41 million consoles sold right now, less than half of what Sony did. Better than the OG Xbox, but not as good as the Xbox 360. So what is it that Microsoft can do to be a competitor to Sony in the next generation? My thing is, if Microsoft comes out and does the next generation exactly like they did this one, they don't stand a chance. So either they got a fuck ton of megatons they're going to drop at E3, or they're just spending money just to stay in the game. Manchuck said, I had a seaweed salad the other day, really good. Yeah, the thing is, you got to be able to do this stuff every day. And I found out, because I don't have time to do stuff, I don't even have time to make salads during the day. You can go to Whole Foods and make a raw salad. They got tons of stuff. Chickpeas. I don't even like fucking hummus. I had hummus in my salad the other day just because I wanted all different kinds of flavors. I wanted it to taste good. And I don't like hummus, and I put fucking roasted pepper hummus in my salad. So, so I don't know. It'll be really interesting. This will be, I think, and I hate even saying this because they screw me every year, but I think this will be Microsoft's most interesting E3 in years. So we will see. Triggerman says, I don't think they will have much this E3, maybe 2020. CGI trailers may wet the mouths of some fans. I don't even really care. Like, you're talking about a company that's pretty much blown their load as far as games. This entire E3 has to be about their next console, if that's the case. Because they don't have anything new coming out for the Xbox One, right? There's nothing coming out. There's nothing announced, nothing. There's nothing. They're done. Everything they said they were going to release has been released, except maybe Ori 2, right? But there's nothing left. Crackdown came out, that's it. There's nothing left from Microsoft. So what are they going to show? Are they going to show a bunch of new Xbox One games that they got coming out? No, I think this next show is going to be all about their next gen console. Because, like, what are they going to bring to the show otherwise? Like, at PAX, they had all their old shit and a couple of new games, like indie games and stuff, right? And third parties. As Microsoft, what do you bring to the press conference, and what do you bring to your booth at E3 if you had no announcements in the last fucking year of new games coming out? I don't see anybody typing anything yet. Like, what else? What have they got left? Nothing. So it has to be either all the next-gen console, or it's going to be all Sony stuff. They will show Gears of War in the next Halo. Yeah, okay, but those were announced how long ago? And they've already showed trailers for Gears of War? Triggerman said, that was Futurist Viper. Triggerman says, the power narrative kind of died for the X. Most powerful didn't draw the numbers. Right. because everybody knows the most powerful is the PC. So that doesn't even matter. If Microsoft launched with the Xbox One X in 2013, I think this generation would have been a whole different story for them. There's a lot of moves they could have made to make this generation better for them, but whatever, it's over. The question is, what are they going to do now? If I was Microsoft, I'd be like, fuck it, let's not make another console. Let's just get in bed with Sony. Fuck it. Let's get in bed with Sony. Let's get in bed with Nintendo. We got all these studios. We can continue making the games. But then they lose all that Xbox Live money. They're making fucking millions on Xbox Live. I don't care if they only sold fucking 10 million consoles. If you got 10 million people paying almost, $50 to $60 a year for a service, that's good money. Yeah, exactly. Triggerman says Gears and Halo are just copy and paste games. We know what we are getting with both. Right, exactly. It's nothing new. Nothing that we already knew. We already knew a new Halo and a Gears was coming out. We've already seen a Gears 5 trailer. So that can't be like, that's just, let's just say they show those two games. That's just two games. You're not going to fill a 2-hour conference with just those two games. Now, here's the other side of the coin. Microsoft hasn't really talked about their next gen console. There's no dev kits, no nothing. They're keeping it under the wraps. Maybe they're going to blow their load at E3 and it's going to be all about their next gen console. And they're going to show the games running on the next gen software. The stuff's been under wraps. We're going to see stuff from some of their studios, from some third parties. Everybody signed all these NDAs, and the first time we're going to see anything on this next gen console is going to be at E3. Now, technically, if you think about it, the new consoles are supposed to come out next year. So they have to be well underway with this new console if they're coming out with it. So, of course, they're going to show that at E3. Unless, of course, they're not coming out with a new console. I look at what Microsoft did this generation, and while their services and games are good and everything, I think they would be better off as a third-party service provider. I think that's where they're going. I don't think investing money in a new console is the best idea unless they plan to fucking destroy all worlds. So if Microsoft made some fucking deals that are so fucking insane that everybody has to have an Xbox next gen, then there's no reason for them to have another Xbox console. I just don't see it. And I'm sure everybody agrees with me. Jamal says, if this is the case, their launch lineup better hit. Exactly. It better be the best. It has to beat the Dreamcast launch. Nobody's been able to do that yet. If Microsoft wants to sell Xboxes in next gen, they have to beat the Dreamcast launch. They got to come with games that are so fucking dope. They got to have the sports. They got to have the Western RPGs, the Japanese RPGs, the racers, the fucking brawlers, the fucking fighting games. They need to launch with like a Virtua Fighter 6. Manchuck says, I also read that they are going to show off some games from their new studios. Right. But damn well those games from the new studios are being developed for the new Xbox, quote unquote. But what if those games are actually being developed for the PS5? What kind? I want everybody's opinion now. Okay? If Microsoft comes out, they show Gears and they show Halo or whatever, or they just come out and they say, we have an announcement to make, blah, 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 in the years, blah, 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 Sony competition. Microsoft announces today that we are becoming a third-party developer and we'll be making games for the next generation Sony platform, PC, and Nintendo Switch. What would you guys say? Or what would you think? Would you think that was crazy? That would be a huge fucking megaton in a sort of kind of way. Because they would set themselves up to infiltrate the mobile and console and PC markets. So now all you have to do is make a game, publish it on the Switch, the PlayStation 5, and the PC, and just let the money come in. And if you convince Nintendo and PlayStation to use Xbox Live, it's a win-win. That's where I think they should go. That's where I think they're going. I could be wrong. But like I said, if they fucking are coming out with another console they better fucking they better be doing. They better be throwing some. They better be fucking money hatting some fucking developers. Okay, they better get everybody fucking in there. You won't miss a 2007 killer. You'll get plenty of advance warning when the 400th episode is coming. We're getting fucking close. It's 13 episodes after this. Or 12. Then I can retire. Pina colada and a fishing rod in my hand. Triggerman, are you saying third-party developer without the Xbox Game Pass service or both? With Game Pass. So they become a third-party developer and they offer Game Pass to Nintendo and Sony. So not only are they making games for these platforms and PC, but now you have Microsoft's back catalog available to you. I mean, how long do you think it would take them to rewrite some of the codes on Xbox One games to get them to work on PlayStation? And they've already done it with Switch. It's not hard. It really isn't hard, considering the platform and the architecture. It's not hard for them to do that. Then there's a rumor going around that there's another thing that could happen. The other thing that could happen is something that I wished a long time ago, is that there was one box and everybody put their games on it. This could be that whole one box thing. Not so different than what I've been talking about, but say Sony comes out with this new PlayStation and it is the standard video game console hardware. And it was mentioned that Microsoft, somewhere in an article, somewhere I read, or maybe I've dozed off and I dreamed about it, where Microsoft would have their own version of a PlayStation as a part of the deal, which would get us into the realm of just like Blu-ray players and VCRs, where a company can produce a PlayStation device. So every console you buy now, whether it's a Microsoft or a Sony console, it'll play the same games. Wouldn't that be dope? That would be pretty cool, you know, but I don't know. We'll have to see. These are the questions that we need to be asking. Hey, Freddie, what's up, man? Shit.
Just chill.
I'd be fine as long as I could still use their controller. Exactly. And that's the other thing. Microsoft could go crazy. Imagine if Microsoft was a third-party PlayStation developer and they could make fucking Xbox controllers for the PlayStation 5 and do all the custom controllers, exclusive controllers. Triggerman says, I'm getting 6 or so many services with Google, Amazon, Microsoft with services, the Disney, CBS with their streaming services. Amazon streaming is not worth it, but I have Prime, so it's free. Yeah, same here. CBS sucks, but Star Trek Discovery is awesome. You know, just you got to get with like I used to subscribe to HBO just during Game of Thrones, but now I watch it over my friend's house. We do a little Game of Thrones party every weekend, so I didn't need to buy HBO this year. But then again, I want to check out this Barry show because it looks fucking funny, right, Freddie? You probably watch that. It seems like your kind of show.
I don't watch that shit.
No, I've been watching Attack of the Monkeys, man.
Attack Godzilla.
Who was that? Who's that? Is that your woman?
Yeah.
Tell her I said hi. Is she in the man cave?
Yeah, she's in the man cave.
What are y'all doing in there? What are all those wet noises?
Just watching shows.
You got me on headphones or speaker?
It's on our own speaker.
Oh, so she can hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, how are ya?
Good. Things are going great. Freddie had a good time when he was out here at PAX.
I saw.
Yep. Did he tell you that was the last PAX I was going to?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Good.
You gonna stay home with me, baby.
Yep.
She missed the shit out of my ass.
I need you to lay some pipe.
I did. I had fun.
2007 Killer says, if Nintendo announces a new console, would it be handheld or an actual home console? If they announced it, it would be a home console, but they don't need to announce it because the Switch is a hybrid and it's both. And that's what's cool. Probably handheld Japan sales for Switch are higher than PS4 now. Yeah, the Switch finally passed PS4 in Japan, which is fucking crazy.
Shop in my room.
Yeah, Freddie, just hit your mute
You wanna
button
get
when
the
you
kids?
when you're talking to your woman. Just mute it, Freddie. Yeah, you know, hear all that. You know, I love you, baby. I love you too. We don't want to hear all that, Freddie.
She already left, man.
Oh,
So
okay.
now,
So yeah, it's pretty interesting. But switch past PS4, which is pretty fucking amazing. But
so what tour? So in E3, what if like since it's only Microsoft, what if like Sony and Microsoft be on the same stage?
that's what I've been saying before you came in. That's what I was saying. I said Sony's not going to be at E3. Sony and Microsoft just announced a partnership. What if Sony shows up on Microsoft stage? This is what I'm talking about. When all of this stuff happens, you guys are going to want to pick up phones and fucking call me. Torrance was right. He was right. He is the goddamn god of gaming. I can't believe this. I was there on the Warzone when he was talking about it. I didn't fucking believe him. Oh my God. So, you guys know what happened to me the other night. Did anybody watch my God of War stream? So I said, let me get back on God of War so I can finish that and not have to worry about it. So I can get back into Sekiro. I got on God of War, and I got the Blades of Chaos, and I walked out of the house, and I said, let me see how these things work in this game. And I hit the attack button, and I lost my shit. I became hip hop gamer. I even said, let's go, like he says it. You can't fucking help it. When something dope happens in a game like that just blows your mind, you got to say, let's go, let's go. I wanted to go back and I said, I need to fight that harpy right now, or Valkyrie or whatever. Let's go. Dude, it felt just like the old fucking God of Wars all of a sudden. I was like, oh my fucking God. This game just went from a 6 to a fucking 9. Actually, it wasn't a 6. I'd say an 8 to. I'd actually say an 8 to a 9, or an 8 to a 9.5, or even break it down even further, an 8 to a 9.9. It's so much better now that I have the fucking Blades of Chaos. Oh my fucking God! It's fucking incredible now. I'm like, why didn't they give us this? But then again, I'm kind of glad they didn't give it to us at the beginning of the game, because it's almost like I earn these motherfucking things. It's like, I've been grinding and doing the shit and walking simulator stuff. And there's been this incredible moments in the game. And I've been getting frustrated. I'm playing on hard. I earned these motherfucking Blades of Chaos, man. And when when I started using them, I was so fucking... A game hasn't made me feel like that in a long time. I was like... I went from, can we just finish this fucking game, to, oh my fucking God, I want to beat every boss again with the Blades of Chaos. I want to fight them all. So I'm really excited about that. So, oh my God. Oh, it was so great. I gotta send you guys. You guys gotta watch. I gotta send you to the moment where I got the blades and started using them. You got to see it. You got to see it, because if you've played the game, you know the feeling. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, it was so great.
Husband.
Watch that.
Father.
Your doppelganger is fucking hot, Freddy.
But there is one other
Mine looks like an old lady, like a church lady.
You cannot change.
Oh my God, that was so incredible.
Always be a monster.
Game! Here we go.
Oh shit.
All right, brother. Let's see where those blades go.
Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Are you fucking kidding me? Yes. They should have had these in the beginning of the fucking game.
Oh my God, it was so fucking dope. Oh, best moment in the game. Best moment in the game, hands down, was getting my Blades of Chaos. I'm like, oh shit. Woo! I'm ready to go now. Anyway, what else is going on, guys? Any other news that I missed? Freddie?
Not really. Right.
Nothing really?
Um,
What about
that was like
everybody
the
else?
big thing with the Microsoft.
That was the big thing. I mean, gaming news is starting to slow down as we get closer to E3. There's no. I picked up Rage 2 for how much did I get it for? $35.99, I think, on CD keys.
Not bad.
So if you haven't picked up Rage 2 yet, you can get it on CD keys with the DLC. Oh Jesus, we got to talk about Batman. Okay. Oh Jesus, we got to. It's $35.99.
You got a Twilight Batman.
The only thing about getting it from CD keys is you gotta use the Bethesda launcher. It's not the Steam version. But you're talking about a $79 game for $35.99. You get 55% off, so it gives you all the fucking DLC. So that's a pretty good deal. I just installed it today. I haven't played it yet, and I probably won't be playing this for a while because I want to finish God of War and get back into Sekiro and some Division. The only reason I bought it is because I wanted to get the game, and it was $35.99, and I know it's not going to be $35.99 by the time I'm ready to play it. So I just picked it up. It's payday. I said, fuck it, let me get it. So it's sitting on my hard drive right now. Yep, Dachi's, the console war has ended. See, he's kind of thinking like I am. He's going to think of it. So Hayabusa was asking if you missed something. So Hayabusa, Microsoft and Sony have a partnership, and Sony's going to be using Azure cloud services for their streaming and all that shit. Whether or not PS Now is going to be on there or not, I don't know. But I was theorizing that Microsoft isn't going to come out with it another. Either what's one of two things is going to happen, and I know this sounds kind of, oh yeah, well duh. That's like saying it's either going to rain next week or it's not going to rain next week, Torrance. So either Microsoft isn't going to come out with another console, and they're going third party on Nintendo, Sony, and PC, and this is all part of the deal, and it's their way of probably getting Xbox Live on the PS5, or they have a fucking gaggle of fucking megatons, and they're going to announce their new console this E3, and they've been sucking dick and money hatting Japanese developers to get some of those cool PlayStation 4 games as exclusive on the next Xbox. I kind of think that Sony's probably going to show up at Microsoft's conference. That's all I'm saying. You heard it here first. Yeah, I know they've been working together. Sony had Windows on their PCs and stuff like that, but what needs to happen now is we need a fucking watershed moment in video game industry for consoles. We need something to change. And I think that Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft don't need to compete anymore. I don't think there's a reason for them to compete. I think everybody makes a ton of money on software. I think Microsoft makes tons of money on services. Sony makes a ton of money, obviously, on hardware and software. It's time for everybody to come together and do what's best for the gamer. If you think about it, think about it this way. Let's say Nintendo decided to stay hybrid, stay mobile. What if Nintendo and Sony worked out a deal where Sony put a couple of their games on the Nintendo Switch just so people can play them, on the run? Sorry says, fanboys will always keep the war going. Dodge says, are they really afraid of Google? I don't think they're afraid of Google at all. Google has a lot of money and they got a lot of infrastructure, but I don't even think that's the case because, Microsoft and Amazon have a huge infrastructure right now. Microsoft has one of the biggest infrastructures in the world. So I don't think they're worried about that. What about the Wii? Well, we do need competition, but you compete. Now you're competing on software, not hardware. Yes, if there is only one console, but I posed another scenario where Microsoft would be allowed to make their own PlayStation device, but the fight's going to be on the software front. Sony could go out there and make PlayStation 5 $600 because there is no competition, and if you want to play next gen, that's what you got to pay. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think Sony's been hurt by high prices before. Obviously, Microsoft has. Nintendo's the only one that hasn't been hurt. So, turns out Nintendo were the true visionaries. Yes. Yes, they were. Isn't that funny? When we all talked about the Switch before it came out, we're like, oh, God, they're already working on another thing. And it's called the... What's this? The Switch? Oh, it's going to fail. Oh, they're just all Wii U games. Oh, this is stupid. Look at them now. Outselling everybody. Amazing. Amazing. Freddie, what you been playing?
I've played a little bit World War Z. That's pretty fun.
Zing?
World War Z.
Oh, World War Z. Who makes that?
I forget the company.
Is it on Steam?
It's on Epic Store.
Oh,
It's $20 now.
It's only $20?
Yeah.
Is it? It's open world zombies, right? Is it good?
It's like on Left 4 Dead, third person Left 4 Dead type.
Okay.
Game.
Oh, it's third person. It's like
Yeah.
Division meets fucking Dead Rising.
A little bit like Left 4 Dead. You say it's more like Left 4 Dead than anything, but it's like that and Division third person.
You know what I'm going to do when I retire, Freddie?
What?
Me and you are going to go, and we're going to play Splinter Cell. And we're going to beat it in co-op. That's my gift to you.
Splinter Cell 7 probably be out by then.
My last save was shortly after the game came out. I haven't gone back to it. And it's not like
I never finished that game either in single player.
It's not like the game isn't dope. It's fucking dope. But
oh yeah, man.
Other things were happening. Maybe Battlefield came out or something, and I stopped playing.
Yeah, a lot of shit came out.
I am not going to get back into Monster Hunter. While Monster Hunter, I'll tell you this about Monster Hunter Online. Monster Hunter Online is dope. It actually got me to like the series. But when I started playing, it wasn't what I envisioned as an online Monster Hunter would be. I hated the fucking matchmaking. You know, I just, not saying it's bad. It's just, it didn't turn out the way I thought it was. So I'd say after a month or two of playing, I got off the game. Will I go back? I don't know. Do gamers still like stealth games? Yes, they do. Everybody's been asking for new. Oh, did you guys see the Metal Gear Solid remake that's coming out? Metal Gear Solid. Yes, Sekiro is a stealth game.
The new Ghost Recon.
Oh, the new Ghost Recon. Yes.
You see, like you get bullets and you get hurt.
Because I'm like, I was like, is this a DLC? They already have another Ghost Recon coming out? Has it been that long?
Yep.
When did Wildlands come out? 2017?
Yep.
And this one comes out the end of this year, right?
October.
Holy
October
shit!
4th.
Because that's another game that I want to finish, but it takes so fucking long and so many missions. I have that for the PlayStation, though, Freddie. Who do you got it for? You even have it?
So you got it on a computer.
But it looks dope. It's got the Punisher dude in it. All the comments have me cracking up. Like, oh, I don't want to go up against the Punisher.
You could prone in the mud and put mud on you, like
yes,
Terminator. Like,
yep, like Terminator, Freddie.
I mean,
like Terminator.
Arnold.
Division 2 new raid is hardcore. I have to get my gear score up in Division 2. I'm slowly playing through that game, and it's pretty dope.
But you need a good squad to play with that shit.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's a good game.
Oh, Freddie.
Yeah, I just want to see if the E3, if all the companies like Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo go on the stage, and then all the fanboys start jumping and killing themselves.
The fanboys are in the minority. Oh God, it's June 11th through 13th. It's right around the corner. By the time E3 is here, I would have seen Godzilla King of Monsters like 5 times. Thoughts about Code Vein? I don't have Code Vein, but it is on my want to get list.
You already saw the movie like 10 times. You watched the trailer like 80 times.
Yep. What do you think of the Star Wars reimagined of SC-38 Old Kenobi versus Darth Vader? I think I saw that. I saw that ages ago. Not ages ago, but like maybe 6 or 7 months ago, and I thought it was fucking dope, believe it or not. I was like, oh shit. So E3 is June 11th. It's right there. It's right around the corner, guys. It's gonna be an exciting day, exciting week. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I can't take out. I'm probably gonna have a tablet with me on in the car all day, listening to the press conferences, unless they do put them all on Sunday.
You heard Netflix about Netflix at E3 or something?
Netflix is gonna be at E3.
Something about Netflix like gonna stream E3 too?
Yeah.
Or something.
Did you? Have I Final Fantasy VII Remake? Yes, I saw it. It looks cool. I'm still not interested. Did you see Raising Kratos tour? No, I did not see Raising Kratos. Have you finished any games this year?
Guess not.
No, I didn't. The last game I finished was Tekken 7 on January 31st. I just want a new Pokemon Sword and Shield gameplay and news. They better let us fight the Pokemons we catch and play with the Pro Controller and like trash. Let's go.
They're gonna put Pokemon
Oh,
on PlayStation.
so I guess did anybody see the Super Mario Maker 2 treetop or whatever? Tree stump?
No.
Yeah, they did a tree stump of Super Mario Maker 2. Tree park, a tree house. Direct. They had an Oh man. They had a Nintendo Direct. They had a did you see the Nintendo right at you? Wait. No, the Nintendo in front of you. Wait.
Tree Sky.
The Nintendo face to face. The Nintendo Direct. Did you see the Nintendo Direct? The tree branch. Anyway.
Was it cool?
I didn't see it. I haven't done shit in Mario Maker 1. How can I get excited about Mario Maker 2? All they're going to do is take Mario Maker 1, add some 4-player co-op, and some more stuff to it. Is John Wick 3 out already?
Yep.
When did it come out?
Oh, today.
Oh, shit! I'll probably go see that. Was it better than 2?
I didn't see it yet.
2 was kind of humdrum. I mean, 2 was good. I liked it, but it wasn't as good as the first one. Oh, shit!
It was fun.
Dude, I don't know what I'm going to do on fucking May 31st. I'm like, I might seriously consider asking my boss to have the fucking day off or going to work late because I want to see fucking King of Monsters. You guys do not understand how much I love fucking Godzilla universe. You don't get it. To me, it is 10 times bigger than any comic book superhero film. Anyone. You pick anyone. You pick the greatest fucking comic book. You pick fucking Avengers, Infinity War. It's more intense for that. I'm like with the Godzilla movies, this movie in particular, I'm like, okay, I got to be alive when this comes out. I got to be careful for the next 15 days. Make sure I don't get into an accident or choke on something or get shot. This is the stuff that goes through my mind. I need to see King of the Monsters before I die. I have to get to the 31st into that theater and watch that movie from beginning to end, rooter to the tutor. And it is way bigger than fucking Avengers to me. Way fucking bigger. I have watched, like Freddie said, I watched the trailer like 80 times. I think I've watched the trailer like 80 times. And every time I get fucking chills down my spine. I almost fucking teared up.
If I'm going to watch the movie, I don't even watch the trailer. I watch the teaser and that's it.
I might have to get fucking IMAX tickets for this. I gave up on IMAX. I'm like, I just want to see the movie. I want to consume the movie. I don't need IMAX. I might have to go to fucking IMAX.
And you got them IMAX.
I've been waiting since I was a fucking kid, Seth. You're right. Do you know what I got sitting in my Blu-ray collection? Destroy All Monsters on Blu-ray. I love. Did I like the classic Godzilla movies? Are you fucking kidding me? I've seen every single fucking one of them. Do you know, Renee, that I saw Godzilla vs. Megalon and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla on the big screen in the theater? So the first time it came out, it was on the big screen. It was Godzilla vs. Megalon. Then the year later, when they released Mechagodzilla, They did a double feature, Godzilla vs. Megalon and Mechagodzilla. I was there at the movie theater, a kid watching these fucking movies. I'm like, this is the dopest shit ever. Dopest shit. A fucking Jet Jaguar? Oh, shit. Jet Jaguar. Dude, I'm all over that shit. And everybody's like, oh, it looks so corny and fake and cheesy. Get the fuck out of here. The Japanese make the best fucking kaiju suits ever. It'll never look cheesy to me, even in this age of CG and everything. I still appreciate all that old shit that the fucking Japanese did.
Costumes.
Dr. 12 Evil says, Tor, as an editor, what do you think is going on with all these Game of Thrones mess ups like the Starbucks? That's not really an editor issue. That is a line producer issue. I think it's the line producer. Somebody's responsible for making sure there's continuity from scene to scene, and it was let me get this right. Line producer. Line producer is a key member of the production team for a motion picture. Typically, a line producer manages the budget of a motion picture. Alternatively, or in addition, they may manage day-to-day physical aspects. Nope, it's not line producer. It's script supervisor. Thank you. I just had this conversation, and I said line producer, and then I corrected myself and said script supervisor like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And then I was doing the whole thing again. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, it's the script supervisor's problem, because the script supervisor is supposed to deal with the continuity. So if there's a fucking a knife on the table in one scene and they cut and then they shoot a different angle, that knife still has to be in the table in the same spot. People who have blood stains on their shirts, all the blood stains, like the next day, the script supervisor takes pictures of everything. So the next day, when they're shooting that same scene on another day, all the makeup has to be the same, scars, blood, everything. All it has to be the same. And the script supervisor fucked up, and that's why there was a Starbucks or whatever coffee cup on the fucking table in Game of Thrones, which is a fantasy fucking world. Thank God I didn't see it when the show was aired, because I would have been pissed. But anyway, supposedly they've edited it out. Because if you're an editor, when you're editing film, you're looking for cuts on the action, see how it flows, pacing and things like that. You're not looking for little details in the actual image. You just, play the image, and you get to the part where it cuts, and then you stop, and then you play it in real time to make sure the cut is good. You're not looking for those finer details. That's why the editor didn't notice that. So the script supervisor fucked up. If you're tempted to buy the old Godzilla films, fucking do it. In fact, you may not even have to buy them. You may be able to see them on Netflix or Hulu or something. But I got a whole shitload of all my favorites. I got Godzilla vs. Hedorah, Godzilla vs. Megalon, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Destroy All Monsters, which is basically what King of the Monsters is like. It's Destroy All Monsters, where Ghidorah fought everybody. Shin Godzilla, which is the newest Toho Godzilla movie. It was fucking dope. Great new concept. I got Godzilla toys in the back over there sitting on my thing. I got them. There's Godzilla toys over there. Can you see them? Let's see if we can get them on the video here. Alexa, turn Man Cave lights on. Okay, so check this shit out. I'm taking you into my room. So if you look at the back, on the third shelf, those are all Godzilla figures. There's Jet Jaguar,
I was gonna take one that
Godzilla, Mega Man. If you took one of those things, I would have went to Philly and beat your ass. You know how
that was the only way to make you come over here, though.
That ain't the only way, man. Shit. But I got all the Godzilla figurines. I got, you name it, I got it. Let me read some more of this. I saw those at the theater too, but it was one of those smaller screens in a mall theaters. I think like 6 screens. What about Godzilla vs. King Kong? Don't you go dying on us. Oh yeah, I need to see all the shit, man. I need to see all the shit. I've given up on Star Wars, so that's no big deal. Lord of the Rings is done. Fucking what else? I'm pretty much done with superhero movies. Like I can't get excited about superhero movies anymore.
Man, Twilight Batman.
Okay, so here's the thing about Twilight Batman. Like everybody, a lot of people come, but he can act really good. people aren't pissed off because they don't think this guy can act. It's Robert Pattinson. Of course he can fucking act, okay? That's not the issue here. My issue with the dude is he's 90 pounds wet. As a matter of fact, let's look at Robert Pattinson. See how
He's gonna
tall
have to
he
get
is.
strong.
Let's see how tall he is. He's 6'1", so he is kind of tall. So he needs to put some muscle on, gain some weight. Because he's too tiny to me.
But the same thing happened with Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but she bulked up. If you look at her in Fast versus Fury, Fantastic Fury. If you look at her in Fast and Furious.
You said Fantastic Fury.
If you look at her in Fast and Furious, right?
That's probably the next one too.
And then look at her in Wonder Woman. She bulked up, and she was pregnant when she was filming Justice League, I think. So she had a little bit more butter going on there. Now here's the thing I'll say about Robert Pattinson. Okay, I'm not a total hater here. Fuck Twilight, yes. I don't think the guy is bulky enough to be Batman. He needs to put on some fucking weight. The fact that he's 6'1" is good. Okay, that's a good thing. But he needs that. This is what I love about Ben Affleck's fucking Batman. Ben Affleck was bulked up. Okay, he was thick, you know? He needs to be, I don't want no fucking Batman Beyond, all right? He needs
but
to
this
fucking...
is supposed to be based on a young Batman.
He's still, yeah, whatever. So that's what people are saying. So that means this is going to have nothing to do with DC Universe, no Wonder Woman, no nobody. Yeah, you know, and it's...
we got to do the back story.
I'm like, we've seen Batman's origins. We had Batman Begins, which was Batman Year One. We don't need any more. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Batman just needs to be Batman and be fucking somebody else up. I don't need to see origins or him figuring things out. We already did that.
Yeah, it's just
come on, Warner. Just fuck.
And they all over the place. I don't know what the fuck going on. And we're supposed to get a Flash movie too.
Nah, the dude does have a chiseled face. I'll say that. And I look at the cowl on him, and yeah, I think yeah, maybe. But I mean, God, I need somebody. I need a dude that when he walks in the room, you're like, oh shit, who's that? You know, when Robert Pattinson walks in the room, you're like, okay, more yuppies coming in the bar.
You know, Scott Adkins was supposed to be Batman.
There's so many other people that would have been better.
Yeah, I think the Scott guy would have been perfect.
Renee says, I seen Godzilla vs. King Kong when I was a kid. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I think they're rushing just to be done. Watch the Japanese versions and forget the dubs. Have you watched the Ultraman? I haven't watched Ultraman on Netflix, but I did add it to my my list. Shin Godzilla is Toho telling the Japanese government to get serious about China. Have you played the Godzilla game? I played the one on the... I actually own the Godzilla game on Dreamcast, and it's fucking awesome. I just started watching Game of Thrones this season from an objective view. Very underwhelming. Certain things just doesn't make sense. If you just started watching it, it's going to get so fucking good, okay? Because I remember when I first started, like, I probably wouldn't have watched Game of Thrones, but my mom was like, come on, Rog, we're going to watch Game of Thrones. Yeah, let's check it out. And, okay, this dude, he ran away from the wall, and Stark said, oh, he ran away from the wall. Even though you're telling us about an impending danger, you still broke the rules, so we got to take off your head. I understand. So they take off his head. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why wouldn't he spare the guy? I mean, he just told him about the White Walkers. I'm like, what the fuck? It gets so much better, Seth. It gets so much better. It'll be worth a watch.
I think after like the third episode.
When I say I'm done, I'm not done. Like when the Marvel and DC movies come out, I'll still go to see them, but I cannot get excited for them anymore. I just cannot do it. I got excited for Endgame, and it was a little bit of a letdown. Not too much of a letdown, but it wasn't what I expected it to be. And I'm just, and then all this Batman shit, I'm just like, Shazam was good, but it wasn't great. You know, here's my measuring tool for movies. If I don't want to see it again right away, or I don't want to own the movie so I could watch it a million times, then it was just okay. Just so you know, I own Iron Man 1, I own Batman vs. Superman, I own Avengers 1, and I own Avengers Infinity War. That's it. Oh, and Man of Steel. I own Man of Steel. Those movies, as far as superhero movies goes, that's it. That is it. Those are the movies that I fucking can't stop thinking about. Okay? I don't know any other shit. Do I want to get Winter Soldier? Yes, I still have to buy Winter Soldier, which I will do. And I think that's it. I don't like Black Panther was great for different reasons. It wasn't great because, oh yeah, we get another fucking Marvel movie. It was great because it's fucking Black Panther, okay? And I think I already saw Black Panther like 3 times on the big screen. Not sure if I want to own the disc. I supported the film like I said I was going to support the film. It made the money like I wanted it to make. But I don't care to see it again, to be honest with you. So the movies I named, those are the ones I own that I will watch over and over and over again. I don't own any Thor movies. I don't own the Spider-Man movies. I don't own Doctor Strange. I don't own any of the Ant-Man films. I don't own any of the Guardians of the Galaxies. Those are watch it once and move on. It's just those few movies that really like fucking woo. I do want to watch Justice League a second time, but I don't want to own it. But that's it. So I think Godzilla vs. King Kong came out 9 years before I was born, so I didn't see that one in the theater. I didn't see that one in the theater either. I watched it on TV. I wish DC movies were the same level as Marvel movies. Yeah. Well, they started off that way. I kind of think Man of Steel was on that level. You know, I think Man vs. Superman was on that level, although tons will disagree with me. But it's all about storytelling, getting the right director, and telling a good story. But see, that's the thing about Endgame. I didn't think Endgame was a good story at all. I think it was, this is their last movie, so let's do a 3-hour goodbye. You know, it had dope parts. I enjoyed the time travel stuff, but it wasn't as great as everybody said it was. Yeah, it's making billions. I told you it was going to make billions of dollars, but there was things in it that disappointed me. You know, I'm not going to go into that again. I've already done it, but yeah. I just don't want Warner Brothers to make Batman stuff anymore. They make race car machine gun guy, not Batman. Tor, you said Godzilla was a kaiju. Wiki says a kaiju is a film genre that features giant monsters, usually attacking major cities and engaging the military. By definition, is King Kong a kaiju? Yes. Definitely, he's definitely a kaiju. And the thing is, King Kong was made in the U.S. It's a U.S. monster. But then Japanese made a King Kong movie. And in the first King Kong movie, he was... Actually, the King Kong in the Japanese films was always good. He was never evil. So, but he's still considered a kaiju. He is a giant monster. At least with Aquaman, it was uneven, but they took some risk and sort of put out a menu of stuff for the audience to see what they'd go for and what they... Yeah. Like I said, Aquaman was good. I saw it twice just because, I wanted to take my son to see it. But I don't need to own that film. But it was good. I mean, I enjoyed it. There's a lot of good stuff. I enjoyed Shazam. I actually enjoy the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. But I don't feel the need to own all that because I don't want to go back and see it again. It says also, Aquaman has nowhere to go but up. He has a cow to kick since the late 70s when I was a kid. He's been a cow to kick. Interesting. If DC keeps messing, they need to do a hard reset. They cut the Black Cloak's head off because they caught him running and hiding. If he rode up to... Hey! Oh, okay. If he rode up to Winterfell and announced he had a message, they'd have sent him back to the wall with new recruits. It's been a while since I've seen that, but I thought he ran directly to the Starks. I didn't think he was hiding. I think they killed it by killing the white zombies. To be honest, it was one thing that got me hooked. White Zombie, the musical group. Black Panther is good, but don't want to own it, for example. Yeah, exactly. Steph said, "Yeah, you read my mind." No, I'm not gonna buy Endgame. What the fuck for? No, I don't own Justice League. I do want to see Justice League again, but I don't think it's a buyer. I don't know. Like, let's put it this way. The very beginning of the Justice League, when they go to the Amazon island to get the mother box, is the best sequence in the entire fucking film. That and when Superman first comes to life and he's fighting all the fucking Justice League characters. Those are two fucking epic moments. The rest was okay. It was good. But the pacing of the movie was way too fast. It did have some great parts, but I'll watch it a second time, but I don't really want to own that. I don't know how people can watch a movie twice. Once is enough for me. I've seen every James Bond movie, at least, every what's the new guy's name? Daniel Craig. Every pre-Daniel Craig movie 5 times. At least. At the very least. I've seen some movies more. I've seen some movies like over 10 times. This is James Bond we're talking about. There's 25 films. Or 24. There's going to be 25. Seth says, I like Justice League, Blade 1 and 2. Oh, Blade? Pfft. Well, no. If you're going to like old school movies, I could watch Blade 1 and 2 until I die. The Dark Knight. Hello, I can watch that over and over again. I can. I saw Batman. Batman Forever. I saw that on the big screen like 4 or 5 times. I kept going back. I absolutely loved it. You don't own Meteor Man? Captain on your left brought me 2. Captain on your left brought me 2. Kind of white hate. What are you talking about? It's probably trying to say kind of wild. I hate overhyped movies because they end up being trash because you expect so much. Exactly. The last battle scene in Endgames were epic. Yeah, it was kind of epic, but you know, maybe I'll wait until it's on Netflix and go to the last battle. I don't think it was worth the 3 hours. It was good, but you know, like I said, I'm not saying Endgame was bad. It was a good movie. I just don't want to watch it. I don't care to own it or watch it again.
I'll just wait till Black Friday deals.
Yep. If I was Marvel, I'd have a new Blade movie, and it would start with S.H.I.E.L.D. pulling Wesley Snipes out of a coffin like a cryo storage tube. They captured. Oh, that would be dope. Your thoughts on Sasuke? Oh, the Black Samurai. You know what? I think they'll do it justice. But the thing is, you can never fucking be hyped for what Hollywood's doing when it comes to geek culture, because they always fuck something up. But the fact that they're making this film is fucking awesome, and I'm going to be there day one to see. That's Sasuke, the Black Samurai. Blade heads off to Doctor Strange and warns him that the vampires are coming back. Then you have Tomb of Dracula as a Marvel movie series. Wow, you guys are coming up with some great ideas. As much as I'm enjoying the superhero stuff, there's an oversaturation of super. Most definitely, fuck CW. Did you see that fucking Batwoman trailer? Oh, God. I'm done. Oh, Dotch just makes a good point. It won't be on Netflix. Well, I might have to. I'm getting Disney Plus now because of that Mandalorian show. So I'll be able to watch it. Like, if you look at Robert Pattinson in some pictures where he's got a serious face on, and he's got a chiseled chin and a little 5 o'clock shadow, if you put a cowl over it, you're like, okay, I can see that. I can see Batman there. But you know what? Just like with Heath Ledger, just like with Keaton, you got to give this Pattinson guy a chance. I don't think it's the best decision. Not based on acting, but other reasons. We'll have to see. He might be fucking dope. He might be dope. He might be. That first trailer might come out and everybody be like, oh my fucking God. Just like Ben Affleck. Nobody wanted Ben Affleck to be fucking Batman. And he did the best Batman ever.
Yeah, he was great.
Seth says, I want a movie full of scenes like Thanos fighting Doctor. Yeah. Oh my God. That's the best. That is the best fight sequence in fucking Infinity War is when he fought Doctor Strange. When they were going back and forth with magic and he turned shit to butterflies, and Thanos probably ain't never seen butterflies before. He was like, oh shit, what the fuck? This dude got some skills. Dude, Seth thinks just like me. That is as a matter. So I watched Doctor Strange. I'm like, oh, whatever. When Doctor Strange fought Thanos in Infinity War, sold me a Doctor Strange 2 ticket right there. When he did the fucking shit and he multiplied himself, I was like, oh shit, no he didn't. That scene just fucking, I was like, what? I said, he should have been doing this shit in the fucking first Doctor Strange movie. I was falling asleep watching that fucking movie. But I'm giving me a ticket for Doctor Strange 2 though. Because I didn't like him until fucking Infinity War. I'm like, okay, Doctor Strange's my dude now. Because he was just like, that was dope. Blade will open up with Wesley Snipes saying, always spit on black. Damn, there's a lot of messages. I just don't think DC knows what to do with Batman right now. They need to keep that on ice until they have a plan. Tor, do you think the Joaquin Phoenix version of the Joker will be good? It'll be a good drama. I don't think it'll be a good comic book film. I'm trying to scroll through these messages. Batman 2025 will be an Indian dude. Well, the sad thing about Doctor Strange, the movie, is they thought Dormammu was the big purple turd until every ethnicity plays back. You guys are just on fire today. All right, cool. Cool. Everybody blew their load. Well, Freddie, you know what I got to do in the morning, Freddie? Do you know? Do you know? Alexa, turn Man Cave lights off. What do I have to do?
GG Cam.
No, I got to get up. I got to get up. And wait, did I just fuck up with your Alexa?
She says the K doesn't support that.
Alexa, turn TV on.
Sorry, the hub that device TV connected to is not responding. Please check its network connection and power supply.
Alexa, turn all lights off.
She didn't hear you. Fuck you.
Alexa, turn all lights off. What did you do? Turn the fucking speakers down? Alexa, rebuy. No.
To rebuy all the guns. Fuck you.
Okay. Oh, that's it, people. I must be up at 4. Look at me looking at my wrist like I got a watch on. I must be up at 4 to go fishing tomorrow. I'm really excited. Thank everybody for showing up tonight, and thank you for being fans. I might be back next week. We only got a few shows left, so I ain't doing shows unless there's something to talk about. So if you don't hear about me, I'm sleeping. And maybe there'll be a show the weekend. Oh, let's go to the Jeezy Cam. Jeezy Cam. Jeezy Cam. Everybody.
You gotta like put
everybody
the other side so people
look
can know
in
what
the
these
Jeezy Cam. Everybody look in the Jeezy Cam. Well,
everybody.
Part of the reason why I'm doing this, I wanted to cover E3 and whatever news. There has to be a Warzone for E3. So after that, that's it. We're gonna hey Homer, run off the rest of the shows, and I'm gonna sail off into the sunset. Is that shit on my glasses? So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for coming, and thank you for being fans and supporting me all these years. I love you all. Peace
You're
out.
gonna make a COD zone.
Wait. I love you all.
COD
Peace.
Zone podcast.
What the fuck is COD Zone?
Your fish, the COD.
Yeah, of all the fish to name, you name cod? You couldn't go with haddock or fucking stripers?
I was just thinking of something. Addict Zone.
If you all haven't seen the episode where Freddie took over the Warzone, you need to watch it during PAX, because that first 15 minutes was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing. I don't know
It
why.
was so funny. All right, peace out.